I am Blair, the father of the bride, and on behalf of the wedding parents, my wonderful wife Christy, and Colin's parents, Mike and Jamie, we'd like to personally thank everyone for sharing in this very special time with us. I know that many of you have made sacrifices and traveled great distances to be here, and we really, really appreciate that. I believe we have people from Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas, California, Illinois, Maryland, North Carolina, and what looks to be a lot of people from OH. OH? Thank you, thank you. I would also like to remember our loved ones who have passed on but who are watching over us today. I know that this would be a very special and proud day for my dad, Grandpa List, and Jamie's dad, Grandpa Woosley. Pastor Joel, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Also, if I were you, I would wait for everyone to have just a few more drinks before you pass the offering buckets. Colin and Kara Cruikshank, congratulations on successfully navigating this journey towards marriage. It has been a pleasure watching your relationship grow and develop, and your mother and I could not be more proud of both of you. About a year ago, you began planning for this day, and here it is. Today marks a new chapter in your lives. Knowing the two of you as forward thinkers, you probably have a plan or vision for the future, right? It wouldn't even surprise me if Kara has 3 things on her calendar 3 to 5 years from now, right? Please remember that the future comes one day at a time, and that beautiful things happen when you slow down, take your time, savor the moments, especially when it comes to love. Enjoy each other. Make knowing and loving each other your first priority. Now is the time to build a foundation that will sustain you forever. So, I've been having a hard time trying to figure this out. I haven't worn a watch for probably 10 years. I'm going to guess you're probably about 90 minutes into this marriage now. If I've done my math correctly, your mom and I have been married for over 13 million minutes. Wait. Excuse me. 13 million wonderful minutes. That would be over 9,000 beautiful sunsets, sunrises, dinners, long walks on the beach. Isn't that right, Christy? No, of course not. While life and marriage certainly come with a lot of joy, it's not always sunshine, and there will be many days that you have to create your own. Time flies by so fast that it's up to the two of you to be the pilot and the navigator of your own story together. Try to remember that not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some serve the purpose for clearing a path for something better. The way the two of you choose to support each other through trials will be a good indicator of the strength of your relationship. Trust me when I say this. God will very likely give you more than you can handle at times. However, He will not give you more than He can handle. You're going to have to wake up every day, not just tomorrow, but for the rest of your life, and say, I do, again, again, and again, as marriages do not do the work, you do. They're pretty good. I forgot. Over the years, people have asked your mom and me if we had a plan for our lives and what it looked like. Surprisingly, we never have. When we were first married, we were lost. We had no clue what we were getting into. And we were broke. We were seriously broke. We were so broke we'd go to the park and the ducks would throw bread at us. We didn't plan to start a business. We didn't plan on your mom financially supporting us for many of the first years of our marriage. We didn't plan on her lying on an operating table for carpal tunnel surgery and having to cancel it because we were told she was pregnant. We didn't plan on having a little girl named Kara. From the beginning, we were told that you were going to be a boy, so we agreed on the name of Kyle. I was a nervous wreck in the delivery room, and when the doctor said, "It's a girl," I almost passed out. We most certainly didn't plan on the unimaginable effect that your precious little life would have on us, and how your very existence would become my inspiration that still exists today. My great desire to provide for you inspired me to overcome my fears, basically to grow up, to show up and to work as hard as I could to be the husband and dad that you and your mom deserve. There was a song right now, one of my favorites, as you know, that says it all about you. You welcomed us to this place. You showed us everything. You showed us love, and with arms wide open, always. That's pretty good. Funny enough, Kara was actually also the inspiration for our rental properties. When she was about 3 years old, we lived in a house with a detached garage that we were using. Can everybody see that? All right, if you can't see it, she's naked. So. I'm going to start over. Funny enough, Kara was actually also the inspiration for our rental properties. When she was about 3 years old, we lived in a house with a detached garage that we were using to launch our business. At the time, we had about 3 or 4 male employees. I believe they're all sitting back here. One day I received a call from Christy saying that we needed to talk. She said, "We need to move." Why, I asked. I love it here. She then proceeded to tell me that Kara was refusing to use the bathroom and was instead going outside, taking off her clothes, and peeing in the yard like the guys did. I said, "That's ridiculous. We do not take all of our clothes off when we're peeing in the yard." So, needless to say, we moved, rented the house, and the rest is history. You see, Kara, despite the fact that we never had a lot of plans for our lives, we were blessed in so many ways. You are that huge blessing. Do I have regrets? Sure I do, and many. Like the time the school called and said you had fallen from the monkey bars. And we're crying. Because you were known for these types of dramatic phone calls, and guess what, still are today, I thought nothing of telling you you would be okay and to go back to class. But the school thought different. They called the squad who cut off your favorite top, took you down to Children's Hospital, and put a cast on your broken arm. And I am really, really, really sorry, sweetheart. There were also a few times that we thought God was actually punishing us. And we later realized that he was only humoring us and that the real punishment would come later with your sister Callie. I never planned on your mom having cancer and worrying what the future would be like without her along with two little girls. I won't lie to you, it was a very rough time. I can't give enough thanks to our families and friends that have always gave their love and supported us through tough times. So here I am, 25 years later, standing in the shoes that my father-in-law did, giving his little girl away. And I can honestly say that time has flown by, just as he said it would. While this is always a hard day for a dad, it's so satisfying knowing that you are marrying a great young man. I knew when I met Collin for the first time that he was special. So special, in fact, that I spent $22 on him and he never knew it. I forged his name, ran a background check on him, and was thrilled to find nothing. That's a true story. Early on, I asked Collin what was the worst thing that he had ever done. He sat there for a moment and thought about it, then responded with, well, I used to take my mom's old purses. I'd fill them up with dead animals, dog crap, deer hearts, you name it. And I'd take the purse to the end of the road near the stop sign. Then I'd hide and wait for a car to come, steal the purse, and see how long it took him to throw it back out the window. Now, I think that's funny. I would like to go do that right now. I am happy to report that Collin has clearly grown up to be a respectable, kind man who has always shown honor, warmth, and love to our daughter. He has a great work ethic and determination to succeed, and I'm confident that he will care for her and support her through whatever life brings. I would be forgetful if I didn't thank Mike and Jamie for raising such an exceptional young man, who I'm now proud to call my son-in-law. So, Mr. and Mrs. Crookshank, over the past couple of years, I have had the privilege of watching the two of you, who are true opposites, merge into one. Your commitment today is an expression of that. Who you are together is now more important than you were separately. In closing, while your mom and I never made any big plans, we've had a great ride that most of the time has required seatbelts. We did it with discipline, determination, with love for each other, with faith, and just enough wisdom to know that not every day is going to be perfect. I truly hope the two of you get a taste of what we've been able to experience over the last 25 years, It's been worth it, I promise. Congratulations, Kara+Collin, I love you.
Thanks, Mark.